Good morning, everyone. I'm David Paul. I'm the Managing Director of VectorVest in the UK. And what I'd like to do is to look at the UK and the American market, and then have a look at four stocks that I think should prosper over the next couple of weeks. The first chart I've got is the chart of the VectorVest Composite, an equally weighted index of all of the 2,200 shares that we follow on the UK market. I'm looking at it way back since the 2020, March 2020, February, March 2020 collapse. On the chart, those red and green triangles represent the longest measure of the trend on VectorVest. And you can see that fairly good signal right, right at the top of the COVID collapse. And then a buy signal. We had a really great time on the way up. Over the last month or two, we're going into a range, and as we go into the trading day today, the longest term measure of the trend on VectorVest UK is down, but the short-term trend is up and looking quite promising. So that's the situation after the close on Tuesday, the 1st of February. Where we go into the trading day, short-term trend is up, the longer-term trend is down, and the advice to our customers is that VectorVest advises caution when buying stocks at this time. We would like for conservative investors to move into the market. When we print a long-term buy signal, that will be reflected on the call. So you can see that column called call, it says confirmed down. And when that changes to confirmed up, that will be the confirmation that a longer term trend is underway. So conservative investors should, in fact, wait for that. More aggressive investors, those people that can manage risk proactively with stop loss orders, size their positions properly, can start to put their toes into the market, buying one or two shares, smallish positions. We can always add to those positions if and when they move our way. That's the American market. Pretty much a similar picture on the American market. Short-term trend is up, underlying trend is down, and that underlying trend or longer-term trend has been down since November. That has called the American market exceptionally well. It's kept us out of all of this ups and downs and sell-off. So again, VectorVest advises caution. Brave, more aggressive investors should certainly be getting their toes into the market. More conservative investors should be waiting for our long-term buy signal to print. The first stock that I spoke about this 2 weeks ago. Airtel Africa sells cellular services into French-speaking Africa. And it's had a great time. It's just been entered into the FTSE 100. It's replaced BHP, which has taken its listing back to Australia. The last time I was here, I noted that the share had charted a cup and handle pattern and had broken out of that cup and handle pattern. Came back for a couple of days with the weakness in the market, but it's moving up strongly now, and looks to me as if that was to go much higher. VectorVest valuations above the price. It's growing earnings strongly, as reflected by the blue line study below the price. That looks as if there's more legs in that. This is Marlowe, folks. Now, Marlowe is a share that can quite easily make the FTSE 100 over the next little while. The chap who's running it's done a wonderful job by growing this small company by acquisition. Earnings per share is growing very strongly over the last couple of years, and from the COVID collapse, it's moved up, and as you can see, it's pulled right back to that long-term trend line, and that looks like a really great level to be buying into Marlowe. Atalaya Mining, a small mining company based in Spain, significantly undervalued. And has just broken out of that large cup and handle pattern that I've got a great deal of faith in. Earnings per share has grown strongly, share markedly undervalued. Clearly, there is risk in any mining counter, but the commodity prices look strong to me. and especially the copper price. So I think that stock has got a great future. And then lastly, an oil stock. And oil's had a great time. Certainly it's moved a long way. We have clearly a big announcement from OPEC, who probably, I think, come under a fair amount of pressure from world governments to pump some more oil. Nevertheless, Serica, significantly undervalued, has grown earnings strongly. And I think that a break above my blue horizontal line would be a breakout from that very nicely marked cup and handle pattern. I think that can go much higher over the next few months. So those are 4 stocks to keep your eye on. Just remember that the advice on VectorVest is to be cautious at the moment. We're not 100% sure as to whether the move up over the last couple of days is in fact a relief rally against a down market, or is it the start of a new trend upwards? It looks very promising. Conservative investors should still wait for more confirmation. Aggressive investors who can manage risk proactively with stop loss orders, size their positions properly, and won't hesitate to take those stops if necessary, should start to get their toes into the water. Thanks very much.